Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to show you a full glam look that is family event appropriate, which is the perfect compromise for you wanting to do something fun with your makeup and not having someone call you out for it. So I'm going to start off with my primer. I'm using this Prime Plus Studio Primer and I'm going to put a bit on my finger, which is more than enough to spread all over my face and rub it in. For foundation, I'm using this LA Girl Pro Matte Liquid Foundation in the color Natural, which was a lucky guess when I bought it. There weren't any swatches available, so I kind of had to guess which one would suit me. But I'm taking 3 pumps on the back of my hand and I'm going to take my damp beauty blender to pick it up and then work it onto my face. Now today is actually Easter Sunday, so happy holidays, even though you definitely won't be seeing this near Easter. And why I decided to film this look was there's something I want to do that's like Easter inspired, but it's quite out there, or rather it's quite different, and I'm with a neighbor's family and I don't want to be that person that stands out too much at the lunch table. So I thought about what I could film because I really wanted to do a video today, but it should still be appropriate to wear for a family lunch. And from that, this video is born. I'm going to be using a little bit of this concealer in the color Porcelain by LA Girl, and we're squeezing out the last bits here, and I'm applying it underneath my eyes so I can brighten up my face. Same goes for on my forehead and a little bit around my mouth. And then you blend it all in. Now I know it's a bit of a meme that you can't wear what you want to and you can't do your makeup the way you want to around your family, even though these days a lot more people have a lot more understanding families that allow them to embrace what they're interested in. But family events are these weird things where it's still an event, so you can get dressed up, but it's also kind of casual because it is just your family after all. But let me set my face with this Nude Illusion powder from Crease while I tell you a bit more. For family events, I do dress up a little bit. I do my makeup, but I kind of do it more neutral, purely because I do want to have something done, but again, it's not a night out with the family, so I'm not gonna go full-blown, black smoky eye and whatnot. I'd usually still do the foundation and concealer thing, and I'll do my brows, but for eyeshadow, I'll probably just do like a nude brown in the crease, and then eyeliner and call it a day. And for my lips, I'll probably do something neutral, and that's because it's in a family event, you're probably going to be eating something. And when I know I'm going to be eating something, I opt for nude lips so that if my lipstick comes off from eating, you don't really see it wearing off. So yeah, that'd be pretty natural glam for the most part. If we go out as a family, I'd probably wear something a little fancier, like we're going out for dinner somewhere or to go watch a show, which we don't do that much because we don't see each other all that much. But then because you're more going somewhere, you can do your makeup a little bit more. But right now, I set underneath my eyes a bit more with a nude colored powder to add some extra coverage. And I'm gonna pick up a medium contour shade to kind of bronze and contour my cheeks. I wouldn't go with the cream contour because that is super dramatic and I don't really know how to blend it out yet. Or at least it feels that way every time I'm applying it. It feels like I'm blending forever and like it's not working out, but the pictures tend to look fine afterwards, even though I might be biased. But in general, I prefer to just do a powder contour over a cream and a powder contour. So my face routine today is what it usually would be. I'm gonna take a thinner, more compact brush, pick up that same contour color, and I'm gonna contour my nose. I take it from the top of my brow here, inwards with a curve to where my nose is the slimmest right there. Then I follow the line all the way down, making sure it's straight by looking straight in front of me. And while I say that, I make it a little slanted, but that's okay. Noses naturally aren't straight, so if your nose contour isn't perfect, it's not gonna be that weird. I'm just gonna do the same on the other side, give a little bit at the tip, and then buff it out. Ooh, now onto brows. You guys know the gist of how to do your brows. I really just fill them in and then brush them out. So I'm not gonna show you, but I did find out a new type of transition, and I love playing with different transitions, so check this out. A brow out of thin air. Now, we can't just do the one side, we're gonna have to do the other side too. And now we're moving on to blush. I'm gonna be using this Essence blush in the color Beloved. Even though I've been leaning more towards true red blushes, I think a good pink could work today as well. So I'm gonna swirl it on this brush and apply it right above my contour here, not entirely on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm not gonna apply too much either. Just one bit of a natural flush. For highlighter today, I'm actually going to use this one by Revolution, and that's because it's a lot more subtle and it's easier to blend it out and make it look more natural than it is with the other one, because the one I usually use is kind of made to glow a bit more, and I'm not going for that today because we're trying to stay under the radar at a family event. So I'm going to use this one and apply it on my Cupid's bow, which looks so pretty. And I know you're probably looking at this and saying that's quite visible, but we're getting there. Some has to go on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip of my nose where my sunspot is coming out today, but that's what it's gonna be. Gotta hit under the brows, and when I highlight under my brows, I color in this part under the arch where the brow's thinner, right? And then I draw a thin line in right here, but like really thin, just with the tip of the brush. And then here I like color in the whole area. Otherwise, if you just put a little bit right there, it's a little choppy, it doesn't really blend or taper off nicely. This way, by having it thin out to the edges and being the thickest here, I think it just looks nice. And then lastly, some has to go on my cheekbones. Right there and right there. Now I'm just gonna rub over everywhere I applied highlighter to calm it down and to blend it out so it looks a little bit more cute and natural. I was kind of stuck between the Soft Glam palette from ABH and the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and believe it or not, the Born to Run palette is the more neutral one between the two, so I'm gonna go with this. Let's see if we can get any closer together for this part. Hi there! So, I'm gonna start with a crease. For that, I'm going to use a small little brush like this one. It's a little fluffy, but still a little dense, and I'm gonna pick up a nice dark color, and I think I'm gonna take Good as Gone from this palette, touch it in there, and I'm gonna kind of draw in my crease, if that makes sense. I'm gonna find the shape I want and bring the color in all the way. Oops, that was a bit high. But it's gonna blend, so it's okay. I'm not gonna bother much with bringing it down to the outer corner of my eye, so I'm just gonna focus up here. Same on the other side, because we have two eyes, and you don't have to do the same thing on both sides. There's no law that says you have to, but that tends to be the trend. I do like looks where the one is one color and the other is another color. I did one video like that and I was quite a fan of the way it turned out. Just takes a little bit more focusing. Now after dusting off this brush, I'm going to be scratching at the top part there to get it to blend a bit. So I'm just going to keep going over it, making windshield wiper motions in my crease to blend it out. I've achieved peak cuteness. Next I'm going in with the color Riff right here, and I'm picking it up with the same brush, and I'm going to apply it just above this color. So right there. Again, I'm kind of going to just drop it on, and then I'm going to go back in and blend it out. But this time to blend, I'm using a small fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to go ham in my crease because I want to smoke this out. Next I'm going to take this orange color, the lightest touch, because I don't want too much. And I'm also going to take that on the edge to kind of add a little bit more color to this fade. I'm also taking a shot of Still Shot, a light pink, and applying it there too. Again, helping that blend. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that dark brown and apply it right in the crease again, just to make sure the darkest bit still stands out. I'm taking the same color on my lower lash line with a very thin brush, applying it right against my lower lash line on both sides. I'm being a little sloppy, as you can see, because I'm just gonna blend it out anyways. Just need the color in that area. Then I go in with a flat shader brush and go over it and blend it out. Again, I'm gonna take Riff, this time on the flat shader brush, apply it a little further in, and then all the way below that dark brown, and again just blend it all out. Now I'm going to take it to connect up there. I might just as well blend it out in that direction. But if you want your upper and your lower lash line to connect, it's kind of up to preference in any ways. And now that I've had a few seconds in silence to think about it, I don't think that sentence was grammatically correct. I'm going to pick up a fluffy yet flat brush, and I'm going to pick up a Weekender, and I'm going to apply it underneath as well. Hey you,
Hello.
How are you?
Good evening.
Not bad.
How's it going?
You tell me, what do you think?
Looking good?
Yeah? She's looking dramatic. How much time would you say I still had left?
Not as much as I thought.
What do you mean?
Like, Maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes! Okay, thank you for the warning. Okay, so we're gonna go quick now. I'm gonna take a creamy stick concealer and I'm gonna take an eyeliner brush. And I'm gonna pick up the creamy concealer and I'm gonna produce a cut crease. That's what we're doing today. So excuse me while I go into focus mode to do this part. I put it so that the tip of the brush is pointing towards my inner corner, and then I use it as a stamp to stamp in the line. So I'm gonna start here beyond the inner corner of my eye a little bit. So I'm gonna place this here first, so it has a little bit of a corner there, and I'm gonna take it up above my crease. That way you still see it when you open up your eyes, so we're gonna go there. Now is where I'm connecting it to the corner of my eye, and now I'm gonna color in that whole area. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Somehow miraculously do the same thing on the other side. Of my concealer, carefully trying to blend out this concealer so it's at least even on my lid. Now I'm taking this nude color Breakaway on a flat shader brush, using my big face flat shader brush, and applying it all over the wet concealer to set it and so that it sticks to it. To clean up that upper edge, I'm going to take the dark brown again on a flat shader brush, only pick it up on one side, tap it off to make sure I don't have any excess, and I'm gonna have it so that the side with the color on is facing upwards, and then carefully trace around that edge. I entirely dusted it off, and I'm gonna flick it upwards to blend out that color to get the transition going again. I've changed my mind about this outer part, so I'm gonna pick up some brown and I'm gonna kind of make this a half cut crease. So I'm gonna take it here, straight up like that. Same on the other side, like so. And I'm free to color in the outer part of this. Same little brush from earlier, I'm gonna scratch at that line to make sure it's not so perfect, to kind of blend the color over it. I'm not picking up any new product, I'm blending what's already placed there. Next I'm picking up Riff again and blending over that. Make sure you keep it slanted by dragging it out more on your lash line than at the top. And finally a touch of that orange color. Now some quick white highlight in the inner corner, dragging it up a bit onto the lid. Now I'm going to slap on some eyeliner. This is not the time to run out of eyeliner, you have to be kidding me. Tight line, bring it all together. Some nude liner down here to open up my eyes. But you can see when I pull down my eyelids, that's when I am rushing. Gonna line my lips. Oh, that pink, a bit of a lighter color. It's too pink, but we don't have time. Curling my lashes, and then after mascara we should be done. I just transferred highlighter from the inner corner to the outer part of this eye. Ain't no winning. And a second layer of mascara to make sure you can see my lashes over the black eyeliner. And then I guess this is the final result. It is quite appropriate because is it a family event if you're not rushed and I definitely rushed through this to finish it. But I am late for lunch, I have to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye! What do you mean?
Like, maybe 15 minutes?
15 minutes? Okay, thank you for the warning.